to make it, but I think a few more people will be popping in. So first of all, thank you to Kayla and Rebecca and Lizzie for hopping on our call tonight. I want to start by saying, this is a brave thing to do. You hopped on here to talk to a bunch of people you don't know about, a little bit of your story and your recent success at hitting Emerald rank, and we're just really appreciative for that bravery. And we are going to be all ears and excited to hear what you have to say. And I just want to start by talking quickly to my team. Guys, I've mentioned to you how I've hit Emerald before. We've done calls on the benefits of Emerald, on how to hit Emerald. It's two people. I think sometimes we can overthink it, but it's something so important to just jump in and do because of the benefits. This is the first milestone that's going to bring your business forward, that's going to push that needle forward. It's when you start with your team cycle bonuses. You're going to get recognition, momentum. You are, as long as you hit Success Club, you're going to start getting eligible for free leads from Beachbody. And if you hit Success Club 10, then you're going to get Success Club leads. And those are points that you're not even going to have to work for. They're just going to come to you. So I can't stress enough how important hitting Emerald rank is for your business. So with that said, if everybody but Kayla right now could mute your line, and I can do it if anyone's having trouble. I could actually probably do it for everybody. Right. So Kayla, you're just going to have to unmute. Oh, maybe I can unmute you too, actually. Unmute. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with you. So I wanted to introduce Miss Kayla Provost. So I just asked for a little bio of her, and she actually has a super cool sounding job. Like, this is awesome. She holds a full-time job as a U.S. representative and North American officer for study abroad and postgraduate programs at the University College Cork in Ireland. She's on the road a lot. Her job is 75% travel, but she loves the Beachbody, holds her accountable to getting her workouts in still. She started using a Beachbody program back in October and then became an active coach right at the end of January, beginning of February, and officially hit Emerald last Thursday, which means it took you, like 2 or 3 weeks to hit Emerald. That's unbelievable. So congratulations. And I'm going to toss it over to you to tell us a little about your story and how you achieved Emerald rank.
Okay, excellent. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Actually, I'm wicked excited to be here because I am originally from Massachusetts. So a little bit about me. As was said, I work for a university in Ireland. So I am constantly on the road. This past fall, I kind of came to the realization that I wasn't making myself, my fitness, my wellness a priority anymore. I was completely consumed by the world of my job, which is wonderful and adventurous and exciting, but it can get very overwhelming. And I realized that I wanted to take the first step in, really focusing on me and making myself a priority. And my wonderful coach, Meg, who I met in a different fitness group the February before, actually reached out to me. And after being very skeptical, like hardcore skeptical, I'm talking like Miss Congeniality at the pageant before she realized how awesome all the women were, I finally said, okay, I'm going to give Team Beachbody a try. And I have absolutely loved it. It has kept me on task for my entire fall season, where I went to 50 different schools by myself from September until November. So it was a whirlwind, but I didn't get sick. I was actually feeling healthy. I loved doing the travel, and I actually got my workouts in. So, and I'm in the best shape I've been in since I think I was like 17 years old. So it's been amazing. And I think that really was what propelled me to become a coach, because the way I'm set up is, I guess the way I'm geared created is that I can't really put 110% into anything unless I truly believe in it. So when I realized just how much Team Beachbody did for me, I started to imagine all of the people that I could then help using these programs and like showing them these programs and Shakeology and just how important dialing in your nutrition and making sure that you're, getting a workout is, like, just for your well-being and, who you are as a person. So once I found out that I was passionate about it, I decided, yes, I'm going to take this leap. So I guess a little bit more background about me, just so I can go into what I did to achieve Emerald. I actually sustained a really serious hip injury in 2009 into 2010. And I was on crutches for 4 months. I was walking with a cane for 2 months after that. It was constant rehab, and doctors said I wouldn't run again. I wouldn't walk again. It was a mess. Needless to say, I ended up getting some amazing personal trainers because I don't give up that easily. And I am where I am today because I just kept on working. So really, the group of people that I was trying to reach when I basically decided that I was going to become a coach and that I really wanted to pursue this business opportunity, was I was looking for those people who were like me business-wise, who were really busy, who were looking to find some, fitness regimen or wellness regimen that fits into the schedule that, sometimes seems like nothing can fit into it. But then I was also looking for those people who may have, I guess, faced some hurdles, whether they were emotional or physical or like any type of hurdles in their lives, and they feel like they're stuck, or they felt like they were stuck and they really want to like start digging themselves out of a hole. And so those were my two main groups that I really focused on. So when I was looking to find my lovely discount coaches, I really looked towards people that I was close to, people that I was friends with, people that I felt connections with, and that I guess had that similar drive, personality that would never give up, regardless of obstacles, regardless of schedule. And I ended up finding, I have actually 3 discount coaches signed up underneath me right now. And they really are from all different walks of life. One is my best friend, who I adore, who's a teacher and does full-time theater as well. And she's all over the place. And she, loves the Shakeology, and that's phenomenal. And then I have another teacher friend who I knew from town. I actually grew up with her sons. And then someone that I knew from my summer job a while ago. So really, I feel like the reason I achieved Emerald so quickly was because I knew what audience I was looking for. I feel like audience is the wrong word. I'm in marketing, so I apologize for my wording. But I really knew the group of people that I wanted to help, because I was looking for people like me, looking for like-minded individuals. And I was looking for people to help, not people to like sign up, if that makes sense. So I really feel that focusing on people as individuals, really finding people that you can connect with, not just on a fitness level or someone else who wants to get in shape, but also someone that you look at and say, they're my friend. They're someone that I really want to work with. They're someone that I would want on my team, on my business team. So I think that when I focused on that, it really all came together. And I feel like one of the questions was, have I set my next goal? Yes, in my heart of hearts, I would absolutely love if my coaches helped me, I guess, achieve diamond rank at some point. I'm hoping by my birthday. So I'm going to go like April 28th. That is my goal. It's kind of a steep goal, but I like making steep goals for myself, and I like challenging myself. So I feel as though that's something that I really want to embark upon. So I'm not sure if we have question and answers, if this is that type of call. I feel like I'm in that like presentation mode.
No, thank you, Kayla. That was amazing. And what I love about that is from the very beginning, you didn't try to help the world. You tried to help the people who you knew could relate to you and you could relate to them. And that's a lesson that, I'll be honest, has been hard for myself. I've been a coach now for a year, and I'm still in that place of trying to figure that out. And so I'm glad that you brought that up and shared that, because I think that it came easily to you. I think that it can be a struggle for some people to, get that right away. I will ask this question of you, and I'll ask Rebecca and Lizzie this too. Did you find it that people were coming to you because of your posts? Were you also reaching out to people directly? You know, were you just jumping in and inviting?
I actually found, because I was doing the Beachbody programs and I was constantly posting from like October until I became an active coach, I feel like once I made my video and I said I am a coach now, that quite a few people actually came to me first, mainly because they had seen the posts that I was doing. And one thing that, I mean, Meg was wonderful about like making sure that I knew this. And I feel like as someone who does work with people all the time, I had an idea of just like how to post on social media. And it, you know, it's really important to make sure that you are posting you. Like sharing me and my story has given me more leads, more people interested in the program than just posting about the program itself. So I feel like whenever I posted my before and afters, or when I think I did a post on my hip injury specifically. This week I'm doing a post on like the mud runs that I've done, you know, since I was told I was never going to run, and I have like the Spartan one coming up in August. So I feel like that really connects me with people that, you know, like I said, are like-minded. And so, sorry, roundabout way to answer your question. A lot of people came to me, and then people that didn't necessarily come to me but may have liked my posts, I then went to them and asked them if they were interested.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So you were dropping breadcrumbs everywhere. You were sharing your story, and it resonated with people. So that's awesome. Yay. And write down that goal, girlfriend, because you're going to hit it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So let's move over to Lizzie. I'm going to unmute Lizzie. Hold on just a second. All right. So Kayla's muted. I'm going to unmute Lizzie. All right, everyone. So this is Lizzie Desifee, and she is one of Kelsey Pape's coach, which we just heard from 2 weeks ago on the Choose to Shine call, or last week on the Choose to Shine call. So, you know, I was pretty psyched when Lizzie volunteered to, and Rebecca also is one of Kelsey's coaches. So I was psyched that she volunteered today to speak with us. And, you know, when I asked Lizzie for her bio, what got me was how like focused she was on hitting this goal of Emerald, and her why for it. Like she wanted to prove to herself that she could make this into her full-time job while she was home with her son, who was just born on January 1st, right? Is that right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm excited to hear your story, because it just sounds like you have a huge why, and that's what powers you through all of this to hit these milestones so quickly. So I am going to hand it over to you.
Okay. Okay, my story is a little all over the place. I have actually been coaching for a while, but I would say that I didn't really start full force coaching almost until my son was born. And that is really my why that pushes me so hard. I don't know how many people on this call are Facebook friends with me. But my son was born with a lot of complications. He was not breathing when he was born. We spent a month in the NICU and everything. So it was a lot of reflection throughout that month that I kind of recreated my why. And whenever I started focusing my why off of my son and kind of like that drive to, you know, strive for higher things for him, for my family, the business really became so much easier for me. So whenever I started to use my why towards my business, I honestly hit Emerald in like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I can't remember how fast it was, but it was really just, in my situation, I had to reach out to people. No one was really coming to me, but I just reached out to everyone who supported me through that time, who was there for me, who was liking my posts, who was commenting on those things. And I didn't even bring up the opportunity to them. It was a simple, hey, thank you for, you know, keeping us in your prayers and for supporting my posts. I appreciate it. And eventually, you know, a week or two later, they're coming to me they're interested. So that was really kind of how I hit Emerald so fast. And this is actually my second time that I have hit Emerald. I hit Emerald whenever I first started coaching, but it didn't last. And that's because I really didn't find people who were going to be good long-term coaches. I was not looking for people who could possibly become active coaches. I was just, hey, I need 2 people. I found 2 people. There we have it. And I think I lost my rank the next month because it didn't last. This time I had my customers, and then I had, my personally sponsored coaches, but I found people that I could relate to more. It's now more of the moms that I relate to. That's more of my audience. And I have actually 2 of them on a call with Kelsey tonight for becoming active coaches. So that is probably the biggest difference now with this Emerald ranking, is that I know I'll be able to hold it because I found people who are in it for a different reason, rather than just finding random people and signing them up. And my future goal is actually to hit Diamond by March 31st. And I'm honestly halfway there right now. So, and then hopefully with these coaches who are on the call tonight, we'll maybe help lock it in a little bit sooner. So, and I think I skipped why I started coaching. I think I totally skipped that question. But I really started coaching because it was really just one of those things where I was in grad school. I was broke beyond belief. I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just spent an entire paycheck from my part-time job on a 21-day fixed challenge pack. And I just kind of hit a point where enough was enough. And I went full force with a challenge group, and Kelsey presented the coaching opportunity to me. And I said, why not? If I can change lives the way that, this opportunity has for me, I'm going to take it. And it has been awesome. So.
That your story is amazing. And what I love is, like I said, like how much your why is powering you now, or empowering you, I should say. And I think that a lot of times we can let our fears get in the way, or distractions get in the way of moving our business forward. And the truth is that once we can connect with our why, and our purpose ends up outweighing our fear and outweighing our, whatever else we're distracted by. So, and how's your son doing now? Is everything?
He is actually
I have to ask because I'm a mama bear, so I have to know.
He's doing really well. The only thing he has right now is he's on a feeding tube, but he was expected to be delayed in just about everything, and he rolled over at a month. So he's already like 3 months ahead of time on stuff. So
that's amazing.
Really well. Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. That's amazing. And I also want to mention, I love it because I'm starting to see themes, and both you and Kayla both talked about how it switched. You started seeking out people that, one, you related to each other. You were moms, in your case, that were moms, and also like you were looking for longevity. You were both looking for people who were in it to win it, that weren't just going to give up after a month. They saw the benefits, and they had their own goals and their own whys. So I appreciate that little nugget that you gave us too, because it sounds like both you and Kayla felt the same way on that. So thank you so much. You're wonderful. Okay, so let's go. This is so fun. I love having all these speakers. Okay. Let me go back over here. We're going to go over to Rebecca. So there she is. And I'll mute Lizzie here. Okay. All right, guys. So Rebecca Fugit is on. And as I mentioned, she is also one of Kelsey's coaches. Here, let me do this real quick and go back to gallery view. Okay, also one of Kelsey's coaches, and she is a speech pathology grad student, and she also has a part-time job at a daycare at school. So she's a busy gal, obviously. She started the 21-Day Fix in October, started coaching February 4th, and achieved Emerald February 14th. That's like amazing, you guys. February 4th to February 14th. Holy smokes. Congratulations, Lizzie. Sorry, congratulations, Rebecca.
Thank you.
That's amazing. So I'm going to hand it over to you to chat with us.
Okay. Hi, guys. So, like Lindsay said, I started my journey in October of 2015. I actually started trying to lose weight last January. So like December 2014 was when I really hit rock bottom, and I was just like unhappy with myself. The heaviest I've ever been, and I just like it needed to change. So in January, I started dieting with my grandma, and we had like this little accountability thing where we would call each other every week, and that was working well. And then that was the same time that I was applying for grad school, and that's a pretty stressful process, if any of you know. And so when I got accepted, and that summer, I plateaued, and I was like, what's going on here? Well, then it clicked. I was losing weight because I was stressed. And so then, you know, all through summer, I just was doing the same things. It just wasn't working. And then in October, that's when I ordered the 21-Day Fix off an infomercial, because I wasn't aware of the coach deal, without Shakeology. And then Kelsey had been my friend on Facebook for a while, and I saw her post, and I was like, okay, I got to talk to this girl. So I got my coach switched to her, and, you know, my life has changed ever since. So in February, Kelsey's like, listen, like I'm feeling compelled to ask you to be an active coach. And she's asked me before, and I was like, heck no, like I don't have time for that. And so I, you know, finally took a leap of faith, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? So that's when the whole Emerald thing happened in 10 days. And I was like, I remember calling Kelsey on the 14th, I think it was. And I was like, I'm sorry, what exactly did I do to become an Emerald? Because I had no idea. Like, it just happened. And she laughed and whatever. But I guess my advice for you is just, like, detach yourself from the benefits of money, even though that's great. Detach yourself from the competition inside your team, even though it's not really a competition. It's like you see other people progressing, and you're like, okay, when's it going to happen for me? And just focus on helping people, and I think that will get you farther. Like, all you need to do is focus on helping people, and the rest will happen, and it will fall into place, I promise. So why I started coaching, I guess, because, you know, Kelsey asked me, but I found after becoming a coach, I found that I was already coaching before I was coaching. I always talked about it. Like, I'm literally obsessed with the 21-Day Fix and Shakeology. So I was telling all my friends and family about it. And so I guess it was kind of natural for me. My goals. So Diamond, like Lizzie, March 31st, just happened like that. It's weird, but it's nice to have someone for an accountability partner. But yeah, it's like a huge step, and I'm excited.
That's awesome. And congratulations, seriously, 10 days. That's amazing. So did you find that, because what I loved is that you were immediately talking to your friends and family, probably outside of Facebook, like you were talking in your circles, which I think is another thing that sometimes people are shy about doing at the very beginning. And you just like jumped into it. So maybe you could share that experience. Like how did your friends and family react to your story and you just telling them about it? Like, did it create immediate interest?
Okay. So, I think we tend to think that friends and family will come to us because we're so close, but I think that they're the ones that need us to come to them the most. And so yeah, it did create a lot of interest. I'm trying to get my mom started on it. So, but yeah, definitely back to how I've gotten people is people want to see your journey, and you posting, like, be vulnerable. Like, that was the hardest thing for me because I'm not a Facebook post person. Like I never maybe share a couple things now and then, but putting a selfie on Facebook, never would I ever do that in my entire life. But people like to see you as a real person and not a salesperson, you know, and everybody who liked my picture, like the other girls, I just, you know, shot them a message and I was like, thanks for the love. Like, I don't know if you're interested. And then 9 times out of 10, they're going to say they're interested and they're going to want to know more. They might not want to buy it right then, but they have you in their head when they think about the 21 Day Fix. And then, like I said, they'll come when they're ready. You just might have to give them a little push, but it'll fall into place for you guys.
And I love that too, because that's actually something that all 3 of you did, that even if they didn't directly come to you or comment on a post, even if they liked it and just showed some support, you'd reach out and say, hey, thanks. I don't know if that was just you liking my picture or if you're, you know, interested in hearing more about my journey and about how this might be able to help you. So I think that's important too, because we do tend to think that people will just come to us, or maybe we don't think it, but we certainly, you know, hope it. And it does take a level of fearlessness of just saying, you know what, I'm going to bring this up to you because I mean business and I want to help you. So, you know, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And let me see, I would love, okay, it's 8:30 on the dot, but if it's okay with everybody to open up questions, if the team has any, you know, for a couple minutes, that'll be amazing. So let me, I think everybody can unmute themselves, but if you can't, let me know. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions? I know, you know, there's a few people on my team who are, you know, right there with you guys and so close to hitting Emerald, or they have set a goal to hit Emerald. You know, if you have any fears or if you have any objections you're getting, you know, anything you're experiencing right now, Lizzie and Kayla and Rebecca were just there with you. So these are, you know, amazing women to ask questions of or share with. I'm going to get crickets. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. That's all right. So then I am just going to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because it was amazing. You all had such different stories too, in different ways that you got to Emerald. And, you know, I just really appreciate your honesty and sharing your journey. And I know that each and every one of you, whether it's your March 31st date or your end of April date, you're going to hit diamond and way beyond that. I mean, obviously for all of you, this business has so much depth and your whys are big. So just congratulations, and I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, good night, and thank you so much for coming on the call.
Good job, girls. You rocked it.
Good night.
Right.